Imagine this for a second. Two coworkers start the same job on the exact same day. Same role, same salary, same city, same opportunities. Fast forward 10 years. One of them has built a net worth close to $300,000. The other? Maybe $8,000 in savings, plus a car payment and some credit card debt. No lottery win, no inheritance, no secret side hustle. So what happened? The difference came down to one invisible habit: how they thought about the money that hit their bank account every 2 weeks. One person consumed it, the other deployed it. And that tiny shift in thinking compounded into a 6-figure wealth gap. That shift has a name: the owner mindset. Employee thinking versus owner thinking. Most of us were taught a simple formula: earn, spend, save what's left. But people who actually build wealth flip that formula upside down. Earn, invest, spend what's left. Same dollars, completely different destination. Let's make it real. Picture someone named Marcus. He's 28 years old, solid job, makes about $55,000 a year. He pays rent, makes his car payment, puts a little into savings, and spends the rest on life. He's doing everything right. Go to school, get a stable job, save what you can. Responsible, right? Here's the problem. Marcus has been doing this for 6 years, and his net worth has barely moved. He's not broke, but he's not building anything either. He's running on a financial treadmill. The financial ceiling problem. This is the employee mindset. I trade time for money. I use that money to fund my life. I save whatever survives. It's linear, and it has a built-in flaw. Your income has a ceiling. Your expenses almost never do. Lifestyle inflation. As income rises, lifestyle rises with it. Better apartment, nicer car, more subscriptions, more dining out. So even though you make more, you're not keeping more. I've seen people making $150,000 a year feel just as financially stressed as people making $50,000 because their lifestyle grew with their income, but their wealth didn't. They're high-earning employees, not owners. And deep down, they feel it. Because if they stop working, the money stops too. The real alternative. Now, most people think the solution is quit your job and start a business. It's not. The real shift is simpler and more accessible. It's learning to direct a portion of your income into assets, things that generate returns even when you're not working. That's the owner mindset. You don't need to own a company to think like an owner. You just need to treat your money like a tool that builds something instead of something that just passes through your hands. The $400 example. Let's get practical. Take $400 a month, about $13 a day, invest it into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. Historically, the market has returned around 10% annually on average. Here's what happens. 10 years, approximately $90,000. 20 years, approximately $300,000. 30 years, approximately $790,000. No business launch, no second job. You simply redirected money that was already flowing through your life into assets that grow. What you're actually buying. When you invest in an index fund, you're buying tiny ownership stakes in real companies. Apple, Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson, hundreds more. Those companies have employees building products, generating revenue, and expanding globally. and a portion of that value flows back to you as a shareholder. You're no longer just earning from your labor, you're earning from global economic productivity. That's ownership. Start small, but start. A lot of people hear $400 a month and think, that's too much for me right now. That's okay. Start with $50. Start with $100. The amount matters less than the habit. This principle is called paying yourself first. Money goes to investments before lifestyle, not after. Dollar cost averaging. Automate the process. Invest the same amount every month, regardless of market conditions. This strategy removes emotional decision-making, eliminates market timing stress, builds consistency. It's boring, and that's exactly why it works. Investment account strategy. Where you invest matters almost as much as what you invest in. Here's a simplified hierarchy. Number 1, employer retirement match. 401k. If your employer offers matching contributions, that's free money. For example, 50% match up to 6% of salary on $55,000 equals $1,650 per year free. Never leave that on the table. Number 2, Roth IRA. You contribute after-tax money, but it grows tax-free, and withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. If $7,500 grows to $75,000, you owe zero tax on the gains. Number 3, health savings account. If eligible, HSAs offer triple tax advantages: tax-deductible contributions, tax-free growth, tax-free medical withdrawals. Many people don't realize you can invest HSA funds too. Number 4, taxable brokerage account. Once tax-advantaged accounts are maxed, invest the rest here. Why people still don't invest? Even when they understand the math, the barrier isn't knowledge, it's psychology. Present bias. We overvalue immediate pleasure and undervalue future benefit. Spending $200 today feels good now. Investing $200 feels like nothing because the reward is delayed. Loss aversion. Research shows we feel losses about 2 times more intensely than gains. So when markets drop, people panic, they sell, they lock in losses. But history shows every major downturn has eventually recovered. Those who stayed invested came out ahead. The emotional turning point. For many people, the shift happens with their first passive income moment. Maybe a dividend payment. $142 shows up in your account. Not life-changing money, but life-changing realization. I made money without working for it. That's when it clicks. You're not just earning anymore, you're building. System versus willpower. Owners remove emotion from finance. They automate investments, transfers, contributions. They check portfolios quarterly, not daily, because owners think in decades, not days. Tracking net worth. Stop measuring only income. Measure assets minus liabilities equals net worth. Update it monthly. Watching that number grow reinforces the owner mindset. Your action plan. Step 1. Log into your retirement account. Maximize employer match. Step 2. Open an IRA or investment account. Choose a broad index fund. Step 3. Automate monthly contributions. Step 4. Track your net worth monthly. Step 5. Start small, but start now. $25 a month beats waiting to invest $500. The ultimate wealth gap.
The difference between people who build wealth and those who don't isn't income, isn't intelligence, isn't luck. It's this single mindset shift from "I earn money" to "I own assets." You don't need to quit your job. You don't need to launch a startup. You just need to redirect a portion of the money that's already flowing through your life into assets that grow. That's the entire game. Long-term reality. This path isn't flashy, it's not fast, and it won't go viral. But 20 years from now, when your portfolio generates income while you sleep, that's when the weight of this shift becomes real. Disclaimer: this is for educational purposes, not financial advice. But education combined with action
Is how real wealth gets built. If this shifted your perspective even slightly, comment below. Are you earning or building? And if you're ready to start thinking like an owner, subscribe, because once you see money differently, you never go back.